hit that caused the incompletion.
Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw. And the freshman just threw it behind him that time.
And the offense tries to slip in the screen. That's a good play on 3rd and short if you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, but the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it even started.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Makes a catch past the sticks. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. The Badgers are in the hurry-up. Pushes toward the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Peters. At the 35, he's open. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 30. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gators.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. This defense will try to keep everything in front. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Got his man quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
He's brought down at the 43-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads it left. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
He's brought down at the 29. Comes up 3rd down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this 1st period with a huge gain. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badgers.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of it.
Off he goes. He's up to 57 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. And into the end zone. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Hard-hitting tackle. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Into the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in '06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're pinning their ears back, trying to get upfield. You just can't make the play. Quarterback's able to escape. He doesn't get the first down, but he did get nice yardage, so I'm curious to see what they do here on 4th.
He looks that one in nicely. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Hands it off. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll go hurry up here. They go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 2nd down. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now he's looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. At the 20, he's got space. He has 89 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. It's a reverse. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Peters. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. They've got the screen set up. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They'll immediately call timeout. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to take off, and the Gators will keep this drive going.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
The Gators will hustle to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. I quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida! And that one will put them up here in the second half. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Line getting set on second down. On the option. The pitch. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On second down, looking to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go to the ground. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now.
It's complete. A huge pickup. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the third quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. With jet sweep pass. Shakes off the defender. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. The defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. He'll try to do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
At the 35, he's loose. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in. It's a reverse. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
You know, these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 25 to Missouri. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always, always remember your first. Your first
He'll take the deep shot. Got it. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! How about this? These guys are going for 2. The snap sets up the throw. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Wisconsin, 21.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.